There's an old saying, not everything that is known should be said, and not everything that is said should be believed. We live in an age where oversharing has become almost a reflex. Social media urges us to post every meal, every thought, every triumph, and even our failures in real time. The internet tells us, share more, get more attention. But attention is not the same as respect. And the truth is, some parts of your life are most powerful when they remain yours alone. In this episode, I want to share with you 5 things you should never share, not because you have something to hide, but because there is strength in keeping certain truths private. These are the boundaries that protect your energy, your relationships, and your future. 1. Your long-term goals and dreams. Have you ever noticed that when you talk about a big dream, some people respond with encouragement, but others respond with doubt, criticism, or even subtle jealousy? When we announce our goals too early, we invite unnecessary opinions. And these opinions can plant seeds of doubt before our dreams have even taken root. Psychologists call this the intention behavior gap. When you speak about your goal, your brain releases dopamine, the same chemical it releases when you actually accomplish something. In other words, your brain can trick itself into feeling like you've already made progress, making you less likely to follow through. Story moment. A friend once told me he was writing a novel. He told almost everyone he knew. At first, the praise felt good. But then the questions started. How's the book going? When will it be done? The pressure grew, and eventually he lost his motivation altogether. The dream faded, not because he couldn't do it, but because he had shared it too soon. Lesson. Work quietly. Let your results speak louder than your promises. Build your dreams in private, and let the world see them only when they're ready to shine. 2. Your good deeds. We all know the phrase, do good and tell no one. True kindness comes from the heart, not from the desire for recognition. When you broadcast your good deeds, they can lose their sincerity and turn into a performance. Why it matters. When your generosity is publicized, it can invite cynicism. People might question your motives or compare your actions to others. But when you help someone without an audience, the act remains pure, untouched by the need for approval. Story moment. I once met a man who regularly paid for strangers' groceries when they came up short at the checkout line. He never told anyone, not even his closest friends. Years later, someone he had helped recognized him and thanked him in public. That's when I realized the best kind of generosity is the one that leaves no fingerprints. Lesson. Let your kindness be like the wind, felt but unseen. 3. Your personal life conflicts. In a moment of anger or frustration, it's tempting to vent to anyone who will listen, especially on social media. But here's the problem. Once you put your conflicts in the public eye, they take on a life of their own. People will judge, take sides, and sometimes even use your words against you. Why it matters. Not every disagreement needs an audience. Conflicts are often temporary, but public words can last forever. What feels like harmless venting today can become tomorrow's regret. Example. Think of celebrities who have messy public breakups. Months later, some reconcile, but the damage is done. The public never forgets the ugly details. In our own lives, the same principle applies. When the fight is over, you may forgive, but the words you shared can't be taken back. Lesson. Resolve conflicts in private. Protect the dignity of everyone involved, including yourself. 4. Your weaknesses and vulnerabilities. There is beauty in vulnerability, but it should be shared selectively with those who have earned your trust. In the wrong hands, your vulnerabilities can be weaponized. People who don't have your best interests at heart may use your honesty against you. Why it matters. Oversharing personal struggles in unsafe spaces can expose you to gossip, exploitation, or manipulation. Example, I once worked with someone who loved sharing her workplace frustrations with colleagues. She thought she was building closeness. But one day her words made their way to her manager, stripped of context, and it cost her a promotion. Lesson. Vulnerability is not weakness, but it is precious. Share it only with those who have proven they will protect it. 5. Your financial situation. Whether you're struggling or thriving, your finances are best kept private. Sharing your money matters. How much you earn, spend, or save can lead to unwanted comparisons, jealousy, or even exploitation. Why it matters. Money can change the way people see you. If you're doing well, some may see you as a resource rather than a friend. If you're struggling, others may judge or underestimate you. Example: I knew someone who proudly announced a big salary increase. Overnight, friends started asking for loans and coworkers treated him differently. What seemed like a small piece of information completely shifted his relationships. Lesson: your financial story belongs to you. Share it only when necessary, with people you trust, and for a purpose that benefits you. The world encourages us to be transparent, but transparency without boundaries is self-sabotage. When you protect certain parts of your life, you're not being secretive, you're being wise. Privacy is a form of power. It allows you to live authentically without the weight of constant judgment or expectation. Remember, you don't owe the world full access to your life. Guard your dreams, your kindness, your conflicts, your vulnerabilities, and your finances. Let some chapters of your story remain unread by the public, and you'll find that your peace and your power will grow quietly, steadily, and beautifully.